Hi, everybody. Captain Lou here with another Extravagant Few Minutes live here on the Captain Lou Sports Network and, of course, on our Facebook page, the Captain Lou Extravaganza Facebook page, and also on X at Real Captain Lou. We told you earlier today when we did our Extravagant Few Minutes episode that we'd break in or give you an update if the Tigers made a trade. And, well, about 10 minutes after we recorded, they made a trade earlier this afternoon. The Tigers traded away catcher, first baseman, minor league prospect Eugene Jimenez to the Minnesota Twins. He's in rookie ball, not even in West Michigan in the minors. They traded him to the Minnesota Twins for starting pitcher Chris Paddock and also a throw-in reliever Randy Dobnik from Minnesota. Not a blockbuster trade for the Tigers by any stretch of the imagination. Kind of a salary dump for the Twins. Paddock's going to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. He'll eat up some innings for the Tigers. The Tigers lost Reese Olson, announced a couple of hours ago, too, for the remainder of the year with a shoulder strain injury. So that's a tough blow for the Tigers. Is Paddock going to be the only pitcher they get? I hope not for the Tigers. His stats, he's got a 4.95 earned run average in 21 starts. He's got 83 strikeouts and 27 walks in 111 innings. Not exactly stellar numbers, but the Twins aren't exactly the Los Angeles Dodgers or the Detroit Tigers for that matter this year. They're below 500, 9.5 back of the Tigers. So is this a great deal for Detroit? I don't really think it is. He's notch better maybe than Montero in the starting rotation. That tells you something. Detroit probably still needs another starter for the postseason, should they be lucky enough to make it. This is a minor deal, and I hope for the Tigers they can make some other deals. I know everybody wants to get Suarez from the Diamondbacks. Also, I'd love to see him get another starter, maybe Keller from the Pirates. Who knows if they can't get Suarez, who I think Jimenez was one of the pieces that a lot of the teams were asking. So we'll see if they regroup, maybe throw in Shelby Miller, one of their pitching prospects. Who knows? But Tiger trade today as they get Chris Paddock and Randy Dobnik from the Minnesota Twins, starting pitcher in the majors for Chris Paddock. Dobnik more in the minors. He's going to report to Toledo. Paddock, by the way, is going to start Wednesday against the Diamondbacks. So we'll keep an eye on that in the finale of that 3-game series. And, of course, all eyes will be on Suarez. Will he leave Detroit and go back to Arizona after Wednesday's game with that trade deadline less than 72 hours away? So, and Dobnik's stats, in case you're wondering, in 10 starts, a 7.12 ERA in the minors. So definitely not something that's going to make Detroit a World Series favorite by any stretch of the imagination. Salary dump for the Twins. They get a prospect. So a minor deal for the Tigers, that's for sure. So, hey, I want to remind everybody that these updates and everything, of course, are brought to you by the official secondary market of the Captain Lou Sports Network, which we invite you to subscribe to. That, of course, is SeatGeek. If you're going to a ball game, you want to go watch the Tigers this week. If you're going to be in Philadelphia to watch them take on the Phillies this weekend, here's a great opportunity. The official secondary market of the Captain Lou Sports Network. Use the promo code Captain Lou as well, as you see on the screen, and you'll get $20 off your next purchase. It's free money. It's simple to do. Just type in the promo code, and there you go. It'll take care of some fees or whatever. So, again, the official the secondary market of the Captain Lou Sports Network, that being SeatGeek. Use the promo code Captain Lou for $20 off your purchase. Something else that made the news in Major League Baseball this afternoon, Emmanuel Clase has been put on paid administrative leave amidst the investigation for potential sports gambling. Now, I don't know if you've seen the videos of him with his first pitch in ninth innings. He's a ninth inning closer for the Guardians, a good one. He was lights out last year in their playoff run. Very, very good pitcher. Now, again, this is another one that has raised some eyebrows with the amount of bets being placed. Basically what it is, it breaks down to a prop bet. And they pick if he's a ball or a strike with his first pitch. That's the prop bet pick. Clase is under investigation for some questionable first pitches. I've seen some that were like 15 feet short, 10 feet short of home plate, some way outside on his first pitch. So the radar, the rabbit ears are up for any pitcher with suspicion of doing this now, as gambling fears are starting to rear their ugly heads again. I asked this question a couple of months ago, and I'm going to ask this about Emmanuel Clase, who was put on administrative leave for gambling for potential prop bets with his first pitches. How can you prove it? I mean, it's such a gray area. And I asked before, what if Tariq Skubal or Shohei Ohtani did that with his first pitch 2 or 3 times out of maybe the first 5? Are you going to put them on leave? Or is it just maybe some of the teams that are struggling? That's the question that I have. And again, it's a slippery slope, so we'll see. But he's on paid administrative leave, so he's not losing any pay. He gets to sit, collect his paycheck. But this is going to hurt the Guardians. He's not available. They're right now 8.5 games back, or 8 games back of the Detroit Tigers, with the trade deadline for them coming up as well. So we'll see if they're a player at the trade line as well. All right, that's going to do it. A quick update here, a quick extravagant few minutes, if you will. Again, the news here in Detroit, they made a trade right after or right before we came on the air. We couldn't get it on earlier this afternoon. So for the Tigers, a minor trade to get starting pitcher Chris Paddock and also a minor league starting pitcher Randy Dobnak from the Minnesota Twins in exchange for minor league prospect catcher / first baseman Eugene Jimenez. He's going to report to their minor system. Dobnak's going to report to Toledo. Paddock is going to start for the Tigers on Wednesday, so we'll keep an eye on that. And Reese Olson is out for the year with a shoulder strain, so a big hit for the Tigers starting rotation. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for an extravagant few minutes. Again, we want to thank everybody for taking this quick minute to welcome us into your homes, on your laptops, your iPhones, however you watch us around the world here on the Captain Lou Sports Network. Subscribe to our channel. You get all the live updates, all our archived stories as well. All right, everybody, until next time, Captain Lou saying keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your mind